It's me, Bree McGee. Welcome to my little corner of the world, and I hope your day is going swimmingly. During today's Breeze, we'll be discussing why I'm changing my approach to my health. So grab that drink and snack, there's work to be done. Well, I spent an awful lot of time last year having hospital appointments, doctor's appointments, having procedures done, having examinations done on me, having blood tests galore. Honestly, I don't know how many pints of blood I had taken from me for blood tests. I lost count. But all of that was time spent trying to do something to help my health situation. But all that's happened is it's deteriorated significantly, and now that is going to happen because I do have a progressive disorder, and so I can't expect anything to have an upturn to suddenly get better. But I thought that after a year of all of those different things, having to go through all those different examinations, appointments and things like that, that I would have been better off, that I would have got some answers or some explanations, or to have a clearer outlook for my health. But I can confirm that none of that has happened, and I'm in exactly the same situation as I was in this time last year regarding knowledge of what's going on in my body. And so, honestly, I feel as though all of that was a waste of time. And so I've decided to change my approach to my health. I've always been interested in holistic approaches to health, and I've actually put some of those into place already. In fact, I've been doing them for quite a long time. But I've decided to swing a lot more in that direction of holistically helping my health rather than going down the medical route. For many years now, I haven't taken anything that's a pharmaceutical, no tablets, medicines or anything. I can't remember the last time I had any painkillers or anything like that. And any time I've been offered a prescription or some medicine or tablets to take, I've turned it down. I don't want to put those in my body, even if they help to alleviate pain and things like that, because it's my experience that the side effects of those things far outweigh the good that they do. And I can confirm that the side effects I've experienced from things like that have been awful, really awful. In fact, I was put on some tablets, we're looking at 40 years ago now, but I was put on some tablets for migraines. And when I looked at the side effects on the leaflet, one of the side effects was may cause headaches. Explain that to me, someone please, how a medicine for migraines can cause headaches. Surely that's counterproductive. And I didn't take them, I didn't want them, and I knew even all those years ago that I didn't want to put that in my body. The lists of side effects on medication are staggering when you actually read them. And I know people who just take medicines blindly because they don't want to know about the side effects, because it frightens them too much. But I like to know what I'm taking, if I'm taking it. And for many years now, I haven't chosen to do that. I will confirm in this video that I'm speaking of my own experiences, of my own opinion, and from my own perspective. I am not a medical person. I am not anyone with any qualifications with health or medicines or anything like that. This is just a viewpoint of my own health and my own situation. So please take that for what it is. I'm just offering my opinion in this video. Sunrise is here. And so I've decided that moving forward, nothing about my health will be anything but a holistic approach. Now, I will have some appointments that are mandatory for my health that I have to go to, and I've got one of those coming up, unfortunately. And so I'll have to go to that. But all the other incidental appointments you know, come for this, come for that. I'm not going to take them, I'm not going to do them, because they are just a waste of time. The amount of times I came out of the hospital last year and thought, I've got nothing from that. In fact, my last appointment, I was there, it was for 8:30 in the morning. I had to leave my house at 7 a.m. to get there, and it was pelting with rain, awful morning, and I had to get 2 buses there. I got to my appointment at 8:20, I was 10 minutes early, and my specialist didn't roll in until 10 to 9. She came through the corridor past me, and she was in her outdoors clothing, and so I knew that she'd only just arrived. And she then kept me waiting a further 20 minutes. So I was 40 minutes late going into my appointment when I'd struggled to get there at that early time. And even in the appointment, I think I was in there for about 6 minutes, where she asked me how I was. She wrote down a couple of things, explained a couple of things, and then when I tried to ask questions, she told me, oh, I'll put it all in a letter and send it to you. And I came out of that appointment almost in tears because of how pointless the whole thing was and how much of a struggle it had been for me to get there. And then I had the 2 buses back journey ahead of me. And so I'm not putting myself through that anymore. Like I say, I have a mandatory one coming up, which I don't want to go to, but I've got to. But after that, I'm not going to any more appointments. And that might sound quite stark and a little bit silly to some people, but I know my journey and what I've been through with these appointments and these different things I've had done. So that's why I'm changing my approach. I'm excited, very, very excited about this more holistic approach to my health. And I'll make another video further down the line when I've worked out a few more details. I've already got some things lined up, what I want to start doing. And I'm very, very excited about it because I know now that I won't have to deal with all of that anymore. We have to do what's best for us, don't we? And I know for a fact that this is the absolute best option for me. And I absolutely have respect and empathy for anyone who wants to continue in the medical pathway. That's fine. We're all different. Anyone can do whatever they want when it comes to their health. I know what works best for me, and it's this new approach. So that's what I'll be doing, and I thought I'd just let you know. Of course, it was all just my opinion. Please feel free to let me know what you think in the comments. And I've got things to do, but thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and from my corner of the world to yours, cheerio and mind how you go.